Greetings, I am the Brain. Welcome to my domain. How's everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Alright, let's get down to it. Today's more Pokemon ranking. And quiz. Alright, where are we up to so far? Of the little handy percentage on the spreadsheet that Minion made, 54%, or 54.4, 753 out of 1,384. Well, let's have a look then. And resume. Alright, okay. Right. Got Wailord and Whelmet. Let's do Titan Citadel. It's interesting, because if I'm just doing the quiz, it's doing Pokemon that anything I can remember, immediately put in. But with this, the way it works, it means that I'm actually putting in ones that not as I remember them, but as what I feel like rating and have an opinion. Alright. Aesthetic. I think the Toddle might be a 9. People like Spheal because it's round, but Spheal's a bit boring compared to Citadel. Citadel is the better Spheal. Also, Citadel has a more interesting name and everything else with it. It's more interesting than just being, oh, it's just a seal. It's like, you know, it's a... I like how wibbly its mouth is. Titan. Fatigue. I think it's pretty good. I don't know if I like it as much as the Toddle. I think it's an 8. Battle-wise, I know they've got thick fat, I believe. But I don't really ever use it in battle. If I'm being ice type. The trouble with ice type is are they bulky enough to make it? With ice type, unless you've got a speed blitz, you tend to get destroyed rather quickly. Okay, bad defenses, but just a lot of HP health. They've got attack at least. Yeah, no fire weakness. No, yeah, true. I'd say they're about 7. You know, if you don't like something like Pick Down, but decent pick. Battle-wise, Mr. Toddle, probably a 4. If it's bulky, it can be useful, at least in more of the other ones. Lore-wise, I like the whole walking whales thing and the ice and stuff. So 6. I don't think that's me being a bit generous, but like, no, let's face it, it should be a 5. I'm just saying that because I like the designs. Opinion on them. About 6. I like them, but like, I don't have as much of a connection with them. Alright. Alright, you get Iron Bundle done. I think we've already got that done, yep. Iron Bundle. Bring up a picture. Bum bum ba da bum ba da bum. Ugh. I do think it's got a better design than Delibird. It's just a bit more interesting. I think it's probably a 6, to be honest. Battle-wise, I can't remember what type it is. Is it ice water? 6. His stats are a lot better. But I think beyond it having decent stats, it's not the... I don't know if it's really, really good. I don't know. I don't feel competitive, darling. I know it's got stats equal to other Paradox Pokemon. Total at least. Not the higher level ones, but yeah, though. Oh. So it's fast and decent attack. I never used it because it was like Delibird. Arguably, I should probably bump up its rating for a battle then. Is it better than Iron Jugulus and Slitherwing? That's the question. Bum bum. Do do do. Ba 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 bum. I'll give it a 7 then. Lore-wise, 7. It's an you know, as we've said, the past ones usually get a bit more than future ones. Future ones get 7 because the Pirates idea is really cool, but beyond that, opinion, maybe an 8. No, 7. I like it, but not as much as, you know, Force Main or Miraidon or Walking Wake or Roaring Moon or Iron Valiant or Slitherwing. Alright. I can't remember how many of the feature beasts there are. I should get some of them done then. Iron Hands. Iron Hands. Aesthetic. I mean, it's fine. Aesthetic is probably 5. It's fine, but it's just compared to the other Iron ones, it's just. I actually put Iron Bundles up to 7 aesthetic wise. Battle wise, I remember it being really useful in raids, but it's a 7. Lore wise, 7. It's just a future one, and there's lore around them and stuff, but that's just on Pokédex entries. Opinion, probably a 6. I have some sentiment for it because of it's how useful it was in the early Mighty raids, but yeah. All right. Iron Treads. Bum ba ba da bum. Iron Treads. Aesthetic. Yeah, double check on it. 6 aesthetic. I like the idea of it, but the execution isn't quite there for me. I like the red, to be fair. I like the colour combination. But I feel like it needed more colour so the shiny could look more special. I think the fact that loads of them are just one colour. I apologise, hitting the microphone there. Battle 6. I can't ever remember using it. Law 7. I mean, it does have the 8 actually, because it does have the thing of being, you know, actually having some connection with it, and there's basically having an entire biome. Opinion 6. Don't really care about it. Ba-da-bum-bum. Go with ground steel. I'll probably go with Steelix because it's got Mega Steelix. Don't know if that's a wiser choice, but is that all of the future paradox? Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum. All right, can I remember all the past ones? That's the question. You want to say Stomping Tantrum, because that sounds like a past Ultra Paradox Pokemon, but it's not, that's just a move. Alright. I'll try and name them and then I'll rate them. Screamtail. Brute. Bonnet. I remember what Tyranitar equivalent is. Does it make me laugh you got, you know, Fluttermane being the Iron Jugulus equivalent, Brute Bonnet being the Iron Hands, Screamtail being the that word, and then, what's it called? Tusk. Mighty Tusk? Something Tusk. You see the Tusk or I'm pretty sure it's Tusk, it's not Tusk, it's Tusk or Trunk. It's not Stomping Tusk, Stomp Tusk. Oh, it's Tusk, isn't it? Savage Tusk? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I know what the I'm thinking. I know what the Iron Thorns equivalent is. It's my silly little darling. The which is adorable. I wish there would be evolution lines for the Paradox Pokemon. That's the saddest thing about them. But there's not evolution lines, because can you imagine what a Magnezone version of Sandy Shocks will look like? Or a Magnemite version, or a Larvesta Slitherwing, or Mismagius Fluttermane, Wigglytuff, you know. What about, you know, a Larvitar Iron? Like, that's what I want. It's the verb is like stomping, isn't it? It's like a, can't remember what it's called. How'd you do that? Yeah, that's it. But, you know, adverbs. Alright, bends to my whim. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. I'd say flutter's a verb. Because it's a doom word. Give me both. It's an adverb. Give me slither. Bum bum bum. Is roaring not a verb as well? No, the adjectives are also verbs. That's what adverbs are. Ba, 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 da, ba. And walking is as well. And gouging. Basically, did even have characters have fluttering mane? Slithering mane. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Something tusk. Savage. Not rolling, is it? It's not. I know it's not, but let's put it in. Rolling tusk. No. Angry tusk. Alright, let's rank the ones off. Screamtail. Screamtail. I can't remember. Give Jigglypuff. Jack. Bum bum bum. I think it's like a 6. All the stuff I said about Jigglypuff being a bit boring, and it kind of fixed, and I really like what they did with the eye makeup for it. I just like how it looks when it's angry. It's a really annoying TCG card. But ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. Bum bum. Valid. Fruit Bonnet, appearance 4. Sandy Shocks, appearance 7. Screamtail is probably 6. Battle. It's good, but you got Flutter Mane, which is just better. Fruit Bonnet 6. Got decent stats, but Fruit Bonnet. Sandy Shocks. I really like it, but it's still a 6. Actually, let's face it, it should be 7. So yeah, lore-wise, not really anything to them. They are just all 7s. Right, opinion. Screamtail is a 7. Fruit Bonnet 4. Sandy Shocks. It's an 8. If it had more, if Paradox had evolutions, which I would very much appreciate if it did. Oh yeah, but Raging? That's Raging Pole. Not Wild. What's it called? I remember. I know it's something Tusk, but I can't remember. Not Rolling. Wild Tusk. Not Gouging. Nasty Tusk. The ones I draw a blank on, so irritating. Bum-ba-da-ba-da-bum. What's it called? I don't remember. Savage Tusk? No. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember the first part of his name. Called. I want to get them out of the way. Parts Pokemon. It's the only one left as well, isn't it? Ah. Not Might Toss. Savage, angry. Okay, it's just Flutter, Slither, Andy. Green-tailed brute bonnet. Sharks. Moon. All. We'll come back to it. Alright, I've already done Jigglypuff. I've already done. Alright, so let's do Moongus and a Moongus. I remember just having it in this time. How to spell Amoongus? Really? Pathetic. I like the idea of them being Pokeballs, but I don't like how they look. Amoongus is a 3 appearance-wise, and Foongus is a 3 as well. Battle-wise, 2 and 5. It's fully evolved. You can catch them fully evolved relatively early on, which is good for a Nova, but anywhere else, that's not great. Law 6, even though it doesn't make much sense really outside of 2D games. At least a Foongus makes some degree of sense if you like, if it's small and like that, if you embed them in a 3D game. But like Amoongus, look how big it is. Opinion on them? 3 and 2. Right. Do you know what then? Let's try and get some Ultra Beasts. Can I remember them? We'll see. Alright, so obviously Nihilego. Plus Cephalon. Akataka. Circuitry. I can't spell it. Bum bum ba da bum bum. One layer off. Bum bum ba ba bum. Celesteela. Anna. Bull. Baramosa. Was Lord. All of them? You know these like Pipole and Ganadel, and then I because that's an Necrozma. that all the ultra? Yeah, that's all of them, right? Okay. Alright then. I mean, looking at picture Pokemon to Physistatic, if I can't double check. Right, 1 second. Okay. Bum bum bum. Nihilego. I'm not gonna lie, I really like Ultra Beast designs. It's how different they look. Nihilego. It's a 9. I'd really like how alien and different it looks. Nihilego. Buzzwole. I understand why it has 6 legs. Or 6 limbs. Like 4 legs. But it would make it slightly off-putting. Like a kind of weird centaur creature. Buzzwole, appearance-wise, I like the idea. But it's not quite for me, shall we say. I'll give it a 5. It's probably my least favourite Ultra Beast design. Pheromosa. It just looks like someone's made a horny Hollow Knight OC. 6. I like the sense of style and elegance within it, but at the same time, as I say, it just looks like someone's going like, how do I make an insect attractive as possible? You know, so I've only just noticed the reason why the feet are like that. You know, because it's heels, but also is the implication of 6 legs. But also like bug feet. Yeah. Here's an extra pair of legs. Formosa. Xurkitree. Xurkitree is an interesting one because it's the most plain of the Ultra Beasts. If you know what I mean. It's the simplest design of the Ultra Beasts. It looks like it could be like Gen 3 Pokemon, or Gen 2 even, if you know what I mean. It looks like it's either created in Gen 2, 3, or 5. Eight. I really like this Blade Copper. Yeah, if you know what I mean though, it looks like between Gen 2 and 5. In terms of like the level of, it's like a Gen 4 Pokemon, Gen 4, Gen 5. Not as a Pokemon, but design sensibilities. Right. It's relatively like simple design. Only what, 3 colours. Celesteela. I really like his design. Then, I think it's an 8 as well. You got the rocket bamboo. There's a bit of the building in there though. There's a bit of feeling like a building, but like a building. Then you do also have the kind of like the ceremonial where like the kimono and the layers and stuff there as well. Yeah, I know, but it also looks a bit like a building to me. I think it's Duraludon that does that. Okay. Bum bum ba da bum bum. Katana. 9. Fatigue. Calls itself. Is a 7. I understand why it's got the silly little head on top. I do really like its silly little head on top, but I think Down would be higher if it didn't have that. Since I do very much like it. Bum bum ba da bum bum. Alright. And then it's Takataka, Cephalon. Takataka, 7. Cephalon. See, it's an interesting one. Because I really like how Cephalon looks because it looks like it's a baddie from Madoka. Like a witch familiar. Not a witch itself, but it's like a familiar from Madoka. 7. It's the most disconnected from Pokemon Ultra Beast, I'd say. It looks like it should be from a different series completely. The others look a bit different, but you look kind of Pokemon-ish, whereas Blacephalon looks its own completely different thing. Oipol Naganadel. Oipol 8. Ganadel 7. The good is not quite as. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. I used to think worse of Naganadell's design because of how it's the pose it often has. Yeah, with its thorax pointed forward. Like it does in official art and stuff. When you see it not like that, it does look a lot better. Actually, they're shiny. It's damn good shiny. We're not ranking shinies right now, are we? That's all. Well, Lunacrosma as well. And there's a lot of Necrozma to do. We'll do Necrozma at the end, because otherwise we'll be here for a while. I can't remember the stats for Ultra Beast. I don't know if the equivalent's Paradox or worse. Or they're all over the place. Oh. Bum bum ba da bum. Bum. Yeah. We'll do law. I just realised we need to do Nihilego's other form. The rank him. Because if we did Petulant's thingy form. Naganadel should be higher. I think to there are probably like a baseline of 7. Alright, Nihilego. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Where do I rank it? I'll be a 10. Just because it does look... It's the most final boss looking Pokemon there's ever been. Like, there are all the Pokemon which look like, oh, that's a boss. But it's the most, oh no, this is the final boss of the game. Yeah. Battle-wise, the trouble is, I don't think we know if we have any stats for it, that's the thing. Do you end up fighting yourself? I can't remember. Do you remember attacking it, or do you just fight her team, but she's just in that state? I can't remember. Bum 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 bum. I know you fight her Pokemon, but I can't remember if you fight her in that form at the end. Whether it's just basically a... Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Yeah. Bum bum bum. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And we can't judge it. That's the thing. We don't. It's no stats, so we don't know. So it's be as much as I bet a lot of people would like to have a kind of, you know, a lot of people I imagine would like to have Lusamine at the beck and call as a, but you know, I do also really like Lusamine's hair when she's inside of it with the black and the gold. Bum bum ba da bum bum. Oh. Bum bum ba da bum bum. Do 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 do. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Yeah, so we don't know about battle stats. Buzzwole. 7. Decent stats, but like, same with Pheromosa, it's fast. Circuitry, I actually used the circuitry quite a bit. It's still a 7, unfortunately, because it's electric. But that's also 7. That's the Katana 8. I remember it was really good. And then there's Guzzlord, which is a 9. I don't know if it is, but I remember it being really good in battle. Poipole 3. Ganondale 7. Even though its stats aren't as high as the other Ultra Beasts, you know, it's pretty damn good. Stack Attacker and Blacephalon are 7 as well. Rock Steel, Fire Ghost. Although Ganondale's really good. Yeah, so I would say, but I remember it being. And Poison Dragon's really good. It's a pretty damn good type. It resists Fairy. Well, it's very. In 8. Putting any other way, Stack Attack plus F1 7. Lore-wise, okay, Ultra Beasts. The thing is, they have all the things going from Paradox, but they have even more because they have their own areas. You go to their world and there's things there, and there's also the thing you hunt. So it's like, right, Nihilego is a 9 because of all the story importance. The merge one will be the same as well because it's, you know, Buzzwole and Pheromosa are 8 because they do have their own areas and encounters. It's not just, oh, that's there. It's like, no, you got their own thing. Circuitry, that 8 as well. And that world you go to is so just bizarre. Celesteela and Katana as well, it's an 8. I think 9 for Guzzlord because of how unforgettable Guzzlord is. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, exactly. Or it's just like, oh. I think, you know, Guzzlord being, and then Stack Attacker and Blacephalon are also 8. Poipole, I think they're a 9. Ultra Beast, no, they're an 8, unfortunately. Because they don't have their own area, but you do. There is the whole thing with the Ultra Recon Squad. You get one, but it's not quite. You know, it doesn't build. I wish there was their own area where you could fight them, or like find them in the wild wormhole. Appearance-wise, Nihilego 7. The merged is 7 as well. Buzzwole 4. Pheromosa 5. Circuitry 8. Celesteela 8. Katana 9. Guzzlord 10. It's not quite over 10 because I don't have like a beyond. Pipole 9. Leondale 9. Cephalon 8. Stakataka 7. The reason why Stakataka though reminds me of one of those types of mob bosses in a Zelda game, where you'd like have to shoot the eyes as they turn around or something. Alright, let's do Necrozma now. Necrozma and its many forms. Right, standard Necrozma, design 10. I don't think anyone can disagree with that. Alright. The Dusk main? Isn't it? An 8. Dawnwings is a 9. And then there's the Ultra, right? Which is an 8. It's just a bit too shiny and all light encompassing. I understand why, but aesthetically means that it's just washed out design wise. It feels like a few hints of black or like colour or rainbows in there, but the fact that it's just, you know, purely white. Yeah, exactly. If there was some kind of like prismatic rainbow kind of things going in there. Is that all forms of Necrozma? Alright. Battle-wise, I mean, I really like how Necrozma was bringing back like just psychic Pokemon to being like, oh, this whole psychic legendary thing. Like, when was the last time we had one before that? Like legendary, not mythical. Yeah, like Lugia, but then yeah, but it's like brought back like things in Mewtwo in a good way. Battle 9. Yeah, I think it's a 9. Dustmane, Darmane. I mean, there are also 9s. The Ultra, I think, is a 10, but doesn't it only appear through Z moves? Or is it triggered through his head move and stays around for a bit? I can't remember. Yeah, okay, yeah. Lore-wise, I think Necrozma's a 10. Opinion, Ultra Necrozma is a 9 due to the fact that it's just 2. Necrozma's 15. Dustmane 10. Darmane 15. As you can tell, I played Moon. Some people so inconsiderate. For noise outside. I don't know if you can hear that on the stream, but it's very irritating. Bum 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 bum. Charge for that. Alright, we haven't done Magnemite yet. What do we have? Yep. Alright. Donphan and Phanpy. Donphan. Design. Aesthetic 4. Actually 3. Oh no, that's the Phanpy, I mean. Donphan is a 4. Battle wise, Phanpy are being really bad too. Some people. Apologies for that noise, if you could hear it. Gun fan. I can't really do anything else beyond rollout for. Lore-wise, it's a rolling elephant. Wow. The only thing of note about it is it appeared in the Pokemon movie, so it's the first, one of the first Gen 2. Well, no, Togepi was first, but like one of the earliest Gen 2 Pokemon to appear. You had like Ho-Oh arguably being the first, and then Togepi. I don't know. Lore-wise, 4. It's more. Fanpy is 2. Donphan is 3. It's a roll. It's at least more than just an elephant. It's a rolling elephant. Opinion on them. Fanpy opinion 1. Now make it 2. And then Donphan 4. Don't mind it. I'll speak shit about it all day, but I don't mind it. What have I not done? Makuhita Hariyama. Makuhita aesthetic 4. Hariyama 3. Battle Makuhita 4. Hariyama 6. They're actually really good in Hoenn. The fighting types are actually useful. I remember. Yeah, I remember actually making use of one for a while. It filled a few niches in Hoenn. Lore-wise, they have lore. It's just oh, you've got a punching bag, and then there's the punches, and then oh, it's a sumo thing. That's not actual lore. 3 for both of them. Opinion 4 for both. Actually, no. Makuhita 2. It really annoys me. Hariyama 3. Makuhita, I remember it being the Pokemon that appeared again and again and again in one location. Endless Makuhita. And for that reason it will suffer. Indignity. Isn't there something else in there you're supposed to be looking for as well? There's other games as well. How are in Gen 4? There's just a few games where it's like, oh, great, another Makuhita. There's something good, but no. Oh. I wish there were more Pokemon in Alola and Kalos. Yeah, I think it must have been Pokédex completion then. I know I'm not. You know, I'm not going to forget those. That's the thing. For once, I'm not mentioned. Yeah, that's the thing. May as well do them now then. Especially since me and Minion had a conversation about Granite Cave the other day, where I mentioned Sableye more while in the Aaron line. So Minion knows I'm not forgot. Right, let's do Sableye first. Sableye. I need to put the image because Mega basically. Okay. If you're going off the art, I think it's one case where the art isn't as good. The lack of mouth in the art makes it just look kind of a bit pathetic and not in a good way. So while I prefer the shading of it, I really like when he's got his mouth, especially how triangular his mouth is. Yeah, it looks like a badly made plush in like some kind of fantasy anime. Whereas then it's got his mouth, it's like, okay, that's in the entire mood. Even when it's sad. Aesthetic 7. The Mega. Now, the Mega would be an 8 if not for one detail, that's the refraction on the gem. In which case, it's a 9. I've never used the Mega, so I don't know how good it is in battle, but I'm pretty sure it's damn good from what I've heard. What logic makes sense. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Wait, Dark and Ghost, that's pretty damn good type. I still think Fairy type wasn't invented just to nerf Dragon, it was to nerf Sableye and then Spiritomb as well. I can't remember what Magic Bounce does. I'm really good, but I can't remember what it does. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Oh yeah, it's pretty damn good. Sableye like a before fairy types, it was like an 8, but I think it's now like a 6. And then Magic Bounce makes it about probably like an 8 with stat boost as well. Lore wise, it's a 6. There's not really much to the lore. I mean, the Mega 7, I like how the gem gets bigger. Opinion, 9 for both. I imagine one, you know, if I play more with Megas in the upcoming ZA, I'll probably like it even more because I've never actually used it, but it's already at 9 because it's Sableye. Let's do Mawile. In the Mawile. Ha 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 ha. Static 7. Bum bum ba da bum. What's really interesting is if you're just going off its body and not including the giant maw on the back of its head, it looks like a Gen 2 Pokemon. But the detail on the maw looks like it's Gen 6 or later. If you know what I mean. Because of the use of lines and the slight crookedness of the jaw and the kind of the lip, as it were, the gum, wherever it is. Which I think looks like a later Ken Sugimori thing. So yeah, it's a really interesting like design. Yeah. The Mega, damn good. The Mega is one of those designs that's just an improvement on everything. Something that's already good. I think it's like a 9 to be honest. The addition of the red kind of like makes the body look like just boring and plain. It works fine because the main feature of it was actually, you know, the jaw, but having 2 as well, you know, it's got, yeah, fine. Battle wise, when it was just steel type, it was good. Getting fairy type, it's a 7, and the Mega 9. I don't know if it actually justifies that. I don't know if it with an ability. It might need to push down to an 8, realistically, but... No, that's completely justified it being 9 then. Bum, bum, ba, da, bum. I think lore-wise it's 6 and 7. Being the counterpart to it's funny, I think battle-wise, Sableye and Mawile swapped around. Because before Fairy type, I think Sableye was the one to pick in battle first, whereas now, with the addition of Fairy type, Sableye isn't just invulnerable, no weaknesses, you know. So yeah, 6 and 7, lore-wise. My opinion on both is 8 and 9. Let's do the Aaron line while we're here. Aaron, Aggron. Mega Aggron is always the first pure steel type I ever think of. What's funny is the Aaron line, in a way, feels to me like I don't know. Hoenn feels like there's so many runners up for a pseudo legendary, based off design wise. You know what I mean? I think the Aaron line is a perfect example of what you need with design wise from evolutions. That's pretty damn awesome. You know what I mean? Like the Aaron line, it's just like the change between each farm. You got that kind of cute farm in Aaron, cute babyish farm. Then you've got Lairon, which is like a good evolution. Looks a bit meaner, a bit grumpier, but still maintains the essential elements. And then there's Agron, which all of them like they should be there. You hear that, Palmy? Everything looks like it should be there. There's a big enough design gap between all of them. They all look pretty good. I think they're all 7 aesthetically. The entire line. Battle-wise, its type Rock Steel makes it a 3. If it didn't have that, it would be a lot less. It'd probably be a 2. But the Rock Steel is what gives it that type, I think. The Lairon, I think it's a 4. Because it doesn't evolve relatively fast into Aggron. Arrow level. Menu will let me know. And then battle-wise, Aggron. Back in the day, it was pretty. I mean, it's one that's actually got better because of fairy types, I think. Being some degree of counter to fairy types. Well, even though it's like not the best fighter. Yeah. Basically, it's one that's going to be evolving about a similar time to your starter. So it's just like a solid choice where it feels like. I always like Pokemon that feel like they evolve with your starter when you pick them up, They feel like contemporaries. Even though the stats might not be as good or anything like that. Like, there's probably bug types, I think, is they evolve too early. I understand why. But they're good beginning game Pokemon, but then they're usually out your squad. Unless you got a niche for them. Whereas Pokemon like Aggron evolve the same time as your starter. It feels like the contemporaries and like almost like your Pokemon are friends. And they're working together. Battle-wise, I don't know. I'm tempted to give it a 7 because of the anti-fairy type. I mean, fighting type will come in and just wreck you completely, and ground type will as well. But lore-wise, 6. They're just the metal Pokemon that are in a cave. Opinion on the line, Aaron. 7, Lairon 6. I just don't have one for that long ever. And then Aggron 7. And now Magron. I really like how his head looks. Like almost like a proto like Duraludon kind of head design. I really like how they've done the horns coming through in the back plate and the spikes coming through. Its colour being a bit more washed out, being in the Mega, reminds me a bit more of early generation colours. But also feels like very Gen 4. Gen 4 and Gen 2 is the kind of washed out colours. Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I think. Is it a bonus, to be honest? It still does rock moves. It doesn't have the stab. But it means that, yeah, it becomes weak to fire. But it's not as. But it means that it's not, as weak against fighting or ground type. Yeah, but I think that's the only negative, because it loses the weakness to water. Gains the weakness to fire, but can learn Earthquake, so you don't need to worry about most fire types, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, aesthetic. Aesthetic, it's an 8. I like its head and its shoulders, but I think everything else needs just a bit more. Like its tail is just a bit. We need to give it a tail. I like its shoulders. I think the body, armor, its body and head. I think It's still an improvement over Snorlagon. Otherwise 8 and lore-wise 7. Opinion 7. I've never used one. Maybe games I missed out on. Alright. Let's think through. You know what? Let's get. Let's go theme wise. And the theme I'm thinking of is Team Magma. So let's do Lugma Magcargo. Gen 2 Pokemon wouldn't be aesthetic. Lugma's a 5, Magcargo is 4. Battle wise 3 and 4. 2 and 4. Lore wise. That Pokemon short means that Slugma gets better because of the introduction to the world of it being in, basically being a mobile heating device inside a house. That makes it a 7. Magcargo, it's just there, it's a 5. Opinion, Slugma is a 7, Magcargo 4. Let's do Torkoal. Torkoal. Torkoal always needed something else, I think. It's just there without anything else to it. An evolution? Maybe even a Mega? What's the... I can't remember what Team Aqua equivalent under Torkoal is. Is the one? The water type kind of similar level thing. Or did Team Magma not use Torkoal? I don't know if they do. I think it might just be Flannery who used it. It's on the way to the base. Oh, they do. What's the Team Aqua equivalent? I mean, it's Hoenn, so I'm going to remember the Pokemon. Torkoal being a standalone Pokemon makes it kind of interesting. Boom, boom. Yeah. Alright, Yeah, kind of. I thought Wailmer and Wailord were more counterparts to Normal and Camerupt. Yeah. I'll put Normal and Camerupt in now as well, because... Alright, Torkoal aesthetically. It always felt like it should have another Pokemon. Either an evolution or a pre-evolution. It's just kind of just there and a bit. It's a 4 aesthetically. It's just a bit 4. It looks like a Gen 2 design and not in a good way. Normal. Well, that redesign. 3. It's just, yeah. Camerupt. Yeah, Camerupt is the Mega. Ugh. Four. Camerupt's Mega is also a 4. Wow, it gets a volcano on its back. Turns into one big volcano. And now it's fluffy all around, furry around. It's got an M on its head, so it's mega. I like the colours of the rocks and the magma. That's the only thing I really like about it. Battle War. I'm pretty sure it's actually normal 2. I'm gonna pick it. Ever. Camera up, battle wise. 4. Mega will give it a 6 because it's got draw. Tarkle, battle wise 4. I think Tarkle is fire rock, even though it's not, it's just pure fire. Yeah, but it's all the Pokemon that can use that. They can have that ability. Yeah, Ninetales. Yeah, but it's faster, though. And the problem with Tarkle is unless you're in a double battle, you're going to have to retreat. Or use some kind of move to swap out, in which case you may as well use Sunny Day. It's entire Pokemon instead of one slot. Lore-wise, it's just a camel, but it's hot. Oh, well, instead of water, it carries fire and magma. It's a 4, normal camera up. That Mega gets a 5. And Tarkle 4, it's just a fire. Opinion on him, normal 3, camera up 3, Mega camera up 2, Tarkle 4. Oh, okay. Did they use any other Pokemon? I can't remember any, that means they don't do it. Ba-dum bum bum. One Pokemon. What am I missing? I forgot to put Primeape in. Not on the sheet, but on the I have to actually type it in. I haven't got for any of the gaps I've made left. Ones that I've ranked but not put in. Kinda wanna finish off Gen 1. Right, let's do Porygon? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. Gen 1 Pokemon. Oh, I forget what Gen 1 Pokemon. Gen 1, Gen. Oh, I just haven't done Vulpix and Ninetales, have I? I think they should have. What? Oh. Ba-da-bum bum. Alright, aesthetic. It's interesting because there's the Alolan ones as well. And the Alolan forms, I know some people critique because it's the start of what they did with Ponyta as well, of making the designs a bit more cartoonish, making the head's bigger, the body smaller. But it just make it look less like a real life animal. Vulpix is a 6. I do like foxes. But the Alolan one is an 8. Now for Ninetales. Ninetales 7, Alolan 9. Battle-wise, Vulpix 3. Alolan, Vulpix, probably 3 as well, to be honest. Normal Ninetales 6. I remember using Extreme Speed a lot and Psychic moves. I remember in Gen 1 it could be quite handy because it could use Psychic moves while being a Fire type, and I always went with Water first. And beyond using Magmar, Moltres, Rapidash. I mean, he's Arcanine. But if you didn't use Charmander, it was easier to get a Vulpix than a Growlithe. Bum bum ba da bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Yeah, and Alolan, I think he's a 7 battle-wise. Fairy Ice is a fun type. Lore-wise, Vulpix is a 4. It's just a fox. Alolan Vulpix is a 5 because the whole regional thing. I'd say Alolan Ninetales is a 7. I think Ninetales is an 8 because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and all the kind of connections they have with like really interesting stuff to do with Ninetales and like anime and other things. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Alright, let's think of more Gen 1 Pokemon. All those Gen 1ers are crying. Oh, opinions. Oh yeah, I have opinions. Matter. The brain. I forget how early that in Pokedex. Opinions. Alright. Alolan Ninetales is probably the highest of them, so which is 8. Ninetales 7. And the others are Vulpix. And they're probably a 7 as well. I remember the really annoying thing for Alolan Ninetales having that move, which is the basically barrier move. Or the is it the way just like the Aurora thing, where it's got its own weather basically, which is Ninetales is a Pokemon I feel like they should have gone back and done more with. Like, I felt like some of the Gen 1 Pokemon they buffed and stuff and like tried to make fights to make them relevant. We're like, Ninetales. Yeah. Does it have Snow Warning though? As a ability, because you've got Bum bum ba da bum bum. Alright. Do 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 do. I don't think of what else there is in Gen 1. I know there's the starters, but we're doing the starters at the end. Possible. Reaching like 12 hours. I mean, a lot of this is ranking time and pointless arguments with Minion, but Alright, what more is there in Gen 1? I'm trying to go through it in my head now. Oh, I've not done Clefairy, Clefable. And Cleffa. Cleffa, design-wise, 3. Battle, 1. Lore-wise, 5. It's probably 6 actually, it's a baby Pokemon, but it's, you know, it's got the Clavel thing. Opinion on it, 3. Fairy. I don't like how Clefairy's different pinks to both the other two in the line. It's a 4. It's one of those things that I know it's supposed to be an alien, a different kind of thing, but it kind of like it's just one of those things. It's like, yep, it's just a design. Clefable aesthetic. Possibly a 4. Battle-wise, Clefable could be 6. Meteor Mash and Metronome is always fun. Clefairy 4. A 3. It's only because they're good in battle, because I like to use in battle, because Metronome and then just Meteor Mash. I'd learn Draco Meteor just because there's a Meteor thing connection with them. Lore-wise, they do have all of Mount Moon, that's the thing. 6. And arguably the introduction to Moonstone stuff, so maybe it's 6 and 7. I don't know. Opinion on them though, probably 4. I think it's what we get. Right. Can't remember more Gen 1 Pokemon. Right, let's try and think. What other Pokemon exist in Gen 1? I'm going through the roots in my head. I've not done some of my favourite Pokemon from Gen 1, I just realised. Oh no, I have. I just can't tell I've done that. Oh, I spelled it wrong, that's why. Ghastly Hunt, the Gengar. What a way to introduce a type. If you think of a lot of them, it's like the starters, they're not that good of an introduction to type. It's just, yeah, it's a thing that's that type. Flying type, it's just a bird. Bug type, it's just a bug. Electric type, Pikachu. Loads of types, but the special ones I think in Gen 1 are, to be honest, Ghost type, obviously Dragon type, and Psychic. Because they're those types where you go like, oh, okay, something. It feels different as encounters, as opposed to just being, okay, it's Pokemon that's just this type. Ghastly, design-wise, I think 9. I think Ghastly is such a good design. Such a simple design, but it works so well. Haunter, 7. A bit of a step down. Gengar, 8. And then Mega Gengar. Well. Yeah. Bum bum ba bum bum. I mean, Dark type you get Murkrow, and Steel type. It feels big of type introduction. Whereas, what's the best Fairy type you meet? To be fair, in Alos, it doesn't feel. Whereas, like the Stellar type, I know it's kind of a special thing, but that feels like, oh, this is a big deal. Yep, same. Haunter would be higher if they still had the glow around its hands. I'm not that big of a fan of Mega Gengar's design. It's just... I like the shading it adds, but everything else about it I just don't like as much. Probably 6. And then there's the Gigantamax, though. I understand what they're going for both going forward with it. It's the same way what going forward with the Mega. In fact, it's coming up from the ground. I think it's better, though. I think it's... I like it in the artwork more than I like it anywhere else. I like the expression it has in the artwork that it doesn't have basically anywhere else. It just looks like, okay, rah. Whereas in the artwork it looks kind of like it. Bum, 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 bum. I thought the colours in the on the inside mouth was more Looney Tunes. I think also what it loses some degree of is it does kind of look more impossible in the artwork, where it feels like the perspective it like goes on forever inside of its mouth, like an endless tunnel. Whereas in the games it just doesn't have that as much. Mega Gengar. Oh, Gigantamax. Probably a 7. Battle. Ghastly. It's got Levitate. Sometimes. But it's not the best in battle, it's a 3. Haunter. 4. Gengar, 7. Might not be the best, but I quite enjoy it. And logically, they're both an 8. Lore-wise, they do have an entire area to them, so it's a 7, and then 8 for the Mega and Mega Gengar. Opinion on it, it's probably a 6. Gigantamax probably a 6. Gengar 8. Haunter 7. Ghastly 7. Yeah. We're not doing shinies right now. Gengar's currently grateful for that because it's his current ranking. Alright, what other Gen 1 Pokemon am I missing? Alright, Chansey. What? Ditto. See, people talk about Gen 1 being great, like, it's just a lot of forgettable Pokemon Gen 1. I'm just gonna have to go through and try and remember every Pokemon. Oh, come on. What is it? Can I remember any Gen Pokemon? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that are not starters. Ba-da-bum. Six, okay. Bum bum bum. Yeah, evolution lines. Bum 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 bum. Gen 1 Pokemon that don't evolve. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. No clue. Come on. Oh, execute executor. Yeah, I'm gonna spelling help with those. Alright. Execute. Ranking 3. That's Eek. Executor 4. Alolan 7. I like how technically I'll be the oldest regional form because of the ones, implied ones from the TCG set. Battle-wise. You know, there's more psychic types than you realise in Gen 1, but at the same time you realise why basically the only psychic types are the Abraline, Mewtwo, Mew and Mewtwo. Because there is Slowpoke, and then there is Executor. Well, there's Slowbro and Executor, but neither of those you really, you know. They should have made Ninetales Psychic type so you had a Fire Psychic, a Grass Psychic, and a Water Psychic. And I feel Ninetales should have been anyway because the amount of stuff around it. Battle-wise, Execute 2, Executor 4, Alolan 7. Lore-wise, 3, 5, a 6. A lot more in the Alolan forms. Opinion 2, 3, 8. Not one of the biggest turnarounds of liking a Pokemon, just by giving it a regional form. Alright. I think more to the... I feel I'm missing one more, like, at least one more Safari Zone Pokemon. I've got Chansey, I've got Tauros. Scyther, got Pinsir. Got Lapras. Harden Snorlax, yeah. Pokemon Safari Zone. Bum bum ba da ba da. Then they got a Mega. Huh. Scizor and Pinsir did as well. I don't think they have Cleavor and Mega in today. Cool. And they got a Mega. I mean, I know Jinx was gonna get a Mega. That was then scrapped. I also think Alolan Executor, the more green colour on the egg slash, you know, coconuts on its faces is just various to the kind of more yellowish of Kanto version. Bum 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 bum. Bada bum bada bum bada bum bum bada bum. Going is down to touch. Am I missing any that have regional farms? Okay. Oh, the Alolan regional farm. We've got the regional farms in Alola. That one. On that one. Sandshrew, Sandslash. Right, Sandshrew, aesthetic wise, 5. It's cute. Alolan one, 6. I always forget them because I don't know if how rare they were to catch. It felt like weren't they only in the route after the cave? Or they're in more places. I just never found them anywhere. From trainers having them. Oh, with it. Oh, I think they were in red, and I never really played red version. Okay. What routes are they on? As in, where are the routes? I know they're after. I'm pretty sure they're after Mount Moon. Where's Mount Moon they're after? Don't know if anywhere else. Or is it? No, is it not Mount Moon? Is it the somewhere right near Mount Moon and Cerulean City? A second. All right. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, battle. Oh, Sandslash as well. Sandslash. It's a 5. I think it's a pretty solid design. I think the Alolan one is just like 7. It's not that different, but the bits it changes. The eyes are just a bit better. Claws being kind of not just being that much bent, are just so much cooler. Being more like ice pick wise, I suppose, and digging in. Little tuft over where the claws come from is awesome. The ice spikes. Yeah. Yeah. Problem is also Sandshrew. It's a ground type. In that game, you also got Marowak and then the Rhyhorn line as well of pure ground types. So it feels like one of those Pokemon that's just better versions of it. Sandshrew 3, Sandslash 5, Alolan Sandshrew 3. Alolan Sandslash though, having been Ice Steel, don't really against fire types, but being a bit more resistant to it's a 6. Lore wise, it's a Shrew slash the Hedgehog thing 3. 3-4. 3-4. Yeah, adapting to the cold is cool. Kenyon. I thought it existed, so that says a lot. I don't really. It's not that I don't care about it, but it's like a 4 for Sandshrew, Sandslash, and then the other one's 5. All regional farms? In my head, there's another regional evolution I'm forgetting about. I don't know if there is. Which is it? Ba-da-ba-da-bum. 1 second. Alright. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Okay, so... Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've already done Drowsy and Hypno. Like that, yeah, you want to use those as psychic types. It's like the Alakazam line is just the one you have to use. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Oh, what is it? I got Ditto in. Fire zones. Let me think. Oh, I've not got Doduo, Dodrio. Aesthetic. 3 and 4. Battle. 2 and 4. Lore-wise, 3. Yeah, that extra point from both having extra heads. Opinion-wise, probably 3. 1, 2, 3. More Pokemon that aren't starters. Oh. And this is... One of these is a regional. Dude, does it? Original evolution? Because I can't think of a regional form, but I want to have a regional evolution. Oh. Original Tauros. Galar. Got Wheezing. Got Meowth. Galar doesn't have another Kanto. Oh no, there is. Oh god. Mr. Remy. Mr. Mime, Aesthetic. 3. I know it's going for like the whole clown mime thing, but it just doesn't look good. Mime Junior. 3. No, actually, Mime Junior 3. Mr. Mime down to 2. Alolan. No, I mean Galar. 3. Mr. Rhyme 2. Battle, Mr. Mime 4. Alolan, I mean Galar 4. Mr. Rhyme 5. Mime Junior Battle 1. Lore wise for Mime Junior, I mean it's a bit baby Pokemon, but was it needed? I'd argue it wasn't. Lore wise, 3. Mime Junior. Opinion 3. Mr. Mime. Opinion lore wise 3. Galarian Farm gets 4. That's 1 point for me to that. Opinion on it 3. And then same for Galarian. Mr. Rhyme. Lore wise, it gets 4 from being cool because it's regional evolution. Opinion wise, probably a 2 to be honest. I don't like. Yeah. So 1 more. I don't think there's any more regional now, is there? Alright, so there's 1 evolution and 1 standalone. Right, okay, let's think about this. That evolution is an relatively early game. And then you've got that standalone Pokemon, which feels like that's something that's in the southern part of Kanto, like in that loop from down to Saffron, not Saffron, Fuchsia. But the trouble with Gen 1 Pokédex is, unlike other games where they're roughly in the areas they first appear, Kanto is a bit different in that case. Okay. Bum bum bum. Ba-da bum. Is it really important to have these Pokemon in the squad? Like any gym leaders or Elite Four? Alright. Let's think through gym leaders. Already got Brock's gym, which you know is Geodude, Onyx. You know, you can argue connects as well. There's like Zubat matchup. Not there. Misty. Staryu, Horsey, Goldeen. I got Gyarados can be connected to Misty. Surge. Voltorb. Electabuzz. Raichu. Erica. Tangela. Picture Bell, Vileplume. Parasect. Sabrina. Hypno. Alakazam. I don't think anyone has an executor at her gym, but it's also kind of slow, but it can kind of fit there. Okay. Bum bum. I'm just bringing up Koga, who has like, you know, these poison types: Ekans, Weezing, Venomoth. Morkagami can also fit there, and so can Ghastly line. Plane, Rapidash, Magmar, Ninetales, Arcanine, that all fit there. And then ground type, obviously with all Giovanni, they all fit there. Borelli, I don't think it's an ice type. Fighting type, Bruno. Oh. I never even figure out the type, that's the thing. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Come on. Are these Pokemon touched by later games, like any additional types or? Evolutions later on. Nope, okay. Yeah, I know one was a Mega, but like... I remember all Megas, so it's not helpful. Oh, is it a Kalos gym leader who has one? Yeah. If he's got a mega. Is it the standalone or the evolution line of 2? Or the mega? Yeah, it's a standalone. A mega. Is it a Safari Zone Pokemon? Oh. Too hot, I think. Bum bum bum. To be honest, I didn't spend too much time in Safari Zone. You get the gold teeth, get surf, get out of there. Maybe go in if you've not got been good enough at gambling to get Dratini. Oh, I know what it is. I thought I'd already put it in. I think I really like how knobbly it is. It looks like a Gen 2 Pokemon. Because in my head, those kind of knobbles and stuff fit a Gen 2, especially like the kind of like the shoulder shapes. It's a Pokemon that looks good. The artwork makes it look good, and the rest of the time doesn't look that great, to be honest. So I'd probably give it. Yeah, the baby and its pose in the Kensington artwork make it a 6. If it didn't have that, if it had the pose it in the games in the Kensington artwork, it'd probably be lower. I think the baby doesn't look as good in the Mega. I also don't like the fact in the Mega that the baby grows up and then gets small again after. Although all the Mega stuff just go to the baby. I do like the pose though of Kangaskhan in. It's Pokemon that comes to life with artwork. I think if they focus on having cool poses like that in the games, but unfortunately it's kind of artwork. I do like the twist that it's a baby, the Mega Evolve. So now it doesn't have to take care of its baby as much. So instead of the idea is it's hindering itself by protecting its child. I always think they should have given Kangaskhan an ability, which kind of like Flame Body, so the eggs in the party hatch faster. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. What was the ability? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Do-do-do. Bum 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 bum. That's awesome. How did they nerf it then? Yeah, I think the Mega might be a 5 aesthetically. I just don't like it. I think the baby doesn't look as good. It's fine, but it's not good. Battle-wise, Kangaskhan, probably a 5. It's fine. It's average Pokemon. The Mega, that's probably a 7 to be fair. It's still pretty damn good. Even if it's not as good as it was. Lore-wise, it's 5. I like the Kangaroo kind of like monster mother thing. 6 for Mega, because you know it Mega Evolves. Opinion, I kind of like Kangaskhan. It's about a 6, both of them. I like him. I'm not going to remember them, as you saw. But, what's that? What's a 2 then? Can you let me know what route they're on, the ones I'm missing? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know what route they're on. I might have to put it together like that, but I can't think otherwise. Bum, bum, bum. Ugh. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Nugget Bridge and Bill's house. Oh, it's Psyduck! I thought I'd already done it for some reason. Aesthetic Golduck. Alright, aesthetic. Psyduck 4, Golduck 3. Battle. See, we got. They're pure water type that feel like psychic type, that's the thing. I think it's the gem on Golduck's head which makes it feel like it should be a psychic type. Alright. Battle 2 and 4. I remember it's always really disappointing Golduck. Lore wise. Bum, bum, bum. I don't get why they powerful headaches and stuff in the psychic, and it doesn't become psychic type. Alright. So, lore-wise, 3, because it doesn't develop any of the lore, it's just there. Opinion on them, 3, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of them. They're fine. Golduck 4. I like Golden more than Psyduck, but they're just kind of just there. Alright, you know what? Should we try and fill in some more Pokemon in Gen 2? I might go roughly generation base now. For a bit. As long as I can remember them. Ha 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 ha. I remember we need more Gen 2 Pokemon. That's the question. Bum 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 bum. Pile of Swine. Mama Swine. And then, oh, what's it called? Pile Swine. Went up. Aesthetic Swine up 4. Pile Swine 3. Mama Swine 4. Battle 2, 4, 7. I don't know if it's actually worth a 7 Mama Swine. It's either a 6 or a 7. Here's more appropriate. Lore wise, 3, 3, 4. Opinion 4, 4, 4. Be fine. Ba-da-bum. Bom, bom, bom. Bom, bom, bom. What am I missing? Is there a Pokemon that's oh. Snubble. Snubble, design-wise, 3, Granbull 2. Its mouth, its Granbull, just awful. In fact, all one colour, just the spikes, it's like less detail. At least Snubble had the kind of blue in there. And it's like, are those teeth? Is it in its jaw? Is its skin growing over them? Also, the texture in most... Granbull has only got more horrifying with adding texture in more modern Pokemon games. So it's like going like, what's going on with those tusk things? Are they weird growths? Yeah, I agree. I say 5 seconds. Possibly 1. Battle-wise, we got Fairy type, something at least. 2 and 4. Lore-wise, 2. They're just dogs. Oh, they got Fairy. Why? They needed something. Opinion, 2 and 1. Let's think of more Gen 2 Pokemon that will not go on the board, does it? I'm blanking on too hot right now. That part of the stream again, the time of the year we're gonna start moaning. We come up on 2.5 years in August, so I think it's, you know. Two years of moaning about summer. Third summer I can moan about. I'm gonna fix some global warming already, so it gets cooler again. Obviously, you know, it's causing massive danger to ecosystems and people around the world, but my biggest problem with it is it's inconveniencing me. That was a joke, by the way. Ladybug. Ladybug. Lydian. Aesthetic 4. They're very Gen 2 coded aesthetically. I know they're from Gen 2, but you know what I mean. 4 and 4 for each of them. Battle 2 and 4. I remember Lydian used to be decent. Something like punches or something. Like you could use it for that. But as with most bug type Pokemon, outside of the early game, it kind of just is pointless. There's a reason why people go, oh yeah, Scythe is amazing, because it kind of hold up a bit longer. I still think they should have just given Scizor more stats, or at least gone back when they did Cleavor and gone, do you know what, maybe we should make Scizor a bit better, so there's actually not just a reason, so there's a reason to use it beyond moveset and Eviolite, over an Eviolite Scyther. I know there's Technician and stuff, but can't Scyther get Technician? Yeah. But it's stuff you can do with EVO Light at least. I think I'm missing more Gen 2 bug Pokemon. It isn't just Ledian and Yanma. Oh, cool. Bom bom bom. I'm trying to do Pokemon in batches to close together to be considered it's a minion, so minion doesn't have to scroll around the spreadsheet. But I'm missing more bugs. What's the bug? It's a bug. It's a bug. Bug. Oh, lore and opinion. Oh yeah. I don't know. Lore-wise, Ladybird is just 2. It's just a ladybird or a ladybug. I mean, at least Ledian has the kind of thing of, oh, it's a hero for justice, but that gives it 1 more point. 3. Opinion on them. I have an opinion on them. 4. Both? Is he not? Eh? Oh, and there's the Galar Pokemon as well, isn't it? Related to them. I'm not going to put that in right now. Can't remember its name. There's the evil one. Oh, it's the I'm trying to think of its name when I'm thinking of the fucking Paldame spider's name. Spinarak Gyarados. Spinarak, it's appearance wise. Well, it has an appearance. Bom bom bom. I think it's probably a 3, and Aridos is 5. Battle 2 and 4. Or 3. They are just spiders, but at least it's been done with them, rather than just being, oh yeah, they're there. Opinion 5. Fine. I can't remember if I have to center it. It's a bug or. Huh. Is it a bug type or is it? Oh, it's, yeah, it's Hutu Noctowl. Hutu Noctowl. Hutu. Time-wise 8. Its expression is what makes it, and also the bits around its eyes. Noctowl 6. It's good, but it's just an owl. That's it. It's an owl. Hutu in battle 2. Noctowl 6, and that's because of hypnosis. Lore-wise, 4. It's just an owl, but at least it's got the kind of like some kind of like the other psychic and hypnosis kind of thing to it. Opinion on them? 7. I like them both. Bum 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 bum. There are only 3 dark types. In Joe 4. There's only 4 dark types in. But Karen has a dark type thingy. Does she not have at least 5? It is Tyranitar, Houndoom, Sneasel, Murkrow, and Umbreon, right? That's all there is for dark types. It's not a full squad. Like a full squad of 6. I feel like if you had a new type you need to make sure you can make an entire squad of that. Like, for instance, I'd say if you're doing a region with all new Pokemon, you've got to make sure. Exactly. And Sneasel, which is decent and good at the time, but they added Weavile for a reason, is all I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sneasel it's got a use, but they added Weavile for a reason. And the same way they added Honchkrow for a reason. Can you imagine if they would have done Mischievous being Ghost Dark at that time? It would have been those broken Pokemon until Kalos. Because of the... Well, not broken, but from lack of weakness. I think it says a lot about the amount of Johto Pokemon that are given evolutions. Yeah, I agree. I think it says a lot about the amount of evolutions that were added in Sinnoh for Johto Pokemon. Because yeah, there's some Gen 1 Pokemon that get evolutions, but you know... Yanmega, Togekiss, Mamoswine, Honchkrow, Mismagius, Ambipom. Bum, bum, bum. I think that's part of the reason why people like Sinnoh so much is because of the nostalgia baiting it kind of does by adding to early Pokemon. Like, hey, ties it a bit more. It feels like it's wrapping up a bow on that era of Pokemon. Oh. I think basically the thing is Sinnoh is the perfect kind of like evolution of the formulas from the previous Pokemon games. And beyond there, there's always something a bit different they try and do and change and up and stuff, as opposed to just being like, no. Bum 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 bum. Also, the last generation not to kind of like have some degree of gimmickness to it. Like, Unova has the kind of all different types of battle gimmick to try and introduce. That's how it would take off, and none of them really did. Like the triple battle and the switch battles. First Kalos, then Mega. You know, Alola, Z moves, Galar. Now these, I don't mind gimmicks. My only problem with it is they don't feel like they stick around. Like Mega is the only one that stuck around. All the others are just gone. I think Z moves are a more fun version. Z moves and terrestrialization are kind of like my favourite versions of it. Megas are fine, but not enough Pokemon have them. Because it's just, oh, that's the, you know, choice you've got to make. Gen 2. Ow. Mega Evolution. Poor Steelix. Bum 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 bum. Or get that. I'm playing through the game in my head, trying to Back right there. Oh, there's another fire type somewhere, isn't there? Because there is Slugma and Houndour, but in my head there's another fire type. I don't know if there actually is, or I'm just imagining it. Bum bum bum. I'm not counting legendaries and mythicals. Yeah, just. Oh. To be fair, you do already have a decent. You You only make kind of a post game anyway, because you can do a team. I thought you said post game, that quite in my head, but you can do kind of Ninetales, Rapidash, Magmar, Arcanine, and then by adding those Houndour and Magcargo, that's a team of 6. I think that's to say, if you're doing a Fakemon game, or you're doing just make sure you can make a full team of any squad so people can do a monotype run if they want to. If you don't have that, I don't rank your Pokemon selection that well, to be honest. It's too hot to think. Right, I think I can't get away with doing generation. By generation. Flip around so we Pokemon remember. Do Shinx, Luxio, Luxray. Luxray does look pretty cool. Luxray 7. Luxio 6. Shinx 6. Battle 3, 4, 5. I know there's people use like say, oh, Luxray in battle in Sinnoh, but like, yeah, it's fine. Law 4, 4, 5. See through walls, that's about it. Someone said, I saw something talking about how it could be a theory that it maybe can see through walls because of the ground type predators in Sinnoh. So that, and that how they counter electric types are like, depending on Garchomp, it develops to be able to see through walls and such, but I can't remember where I saw that. I saw some I heard it. Anyway. Opinion on them. 5. 5, 5. It's kind of fun to have an electric type which isn't just yellow. At the same time, obviously, a lot of people are like, it should be dark type because it's that. I'd rather it be fighting type, to be honest, because the whole thing of justice. Do the doof. Bidoof, Bibarel. 4 and 3, Statique. Battle 2 and 4. Bibarel actually should be 5. It's no, it is 4. The only reason you have it is because it's HM slave and it's your last resort because it's kind of can take some hits. Lore wise, it's just a beaver. 2. It's not even like adding anything. Oh, it's a beaver, but it's electric. No, it's just a beaver. Bibarel, opinion 2. Bidoof 3. Bum 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 bum. Oh, they're the other way around. It's Bidoof that's the 3 opinion. Right, Starly. Staravia. Staraptor. Alright. Starly, Statique. 6. Staravia, 4. Staraptor, 5. It looks just a bit too edgy. If it didn't have that haircut, I think might be higher, but the kind of like full on just like emo haircut and the kind of like edgy teenager haircut kind of makes it a bit low to me. Battle 246. Law-wise, they're just birds. It's a 3. Opinion 445. I did use on a squad at one point. Bum bum ba da bum bum. Oh, I've not done Talo, so let's do Talo Swallow. Bum 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 bum. Talo. It's a 6. Bird. Swallow. 7. It's just a bird, but like it's a well-designed bird. Battle-wise, 3 and 6. Lore-wise, they're just birds. 3. It's the problem with like the amount of ones where like most generations like going like they are just birds. It's the same with Pidgey and Spearow. They're just birds. There's nothing else to most of them. Why do you have Murkrow? Because at least Murkrow has something else going with it. Like Noctowl 4, it was something else. It was like, oh, hypnotic owls with the eyes. Some thought there around going, should we just do, what, we need a flying type Pokemon. Let's just do a bird. It's like, bird, but it's kind of it's a hypnosis and like their eyes have been awakened stuff. Murkrow 5, it's an evil bird. That's innovation right there. Oh, anyway. Oh, we'll jump ahead to Pidove. To get the birds out of the way, the hot bird takes. Pidove. Oh, opinion of it. Opinion. 5 and 6. I like him, but I had Pelipper, which, considering I had Mudkip at the time, you know, wasn't necessarily the best choice on my squad. And then I ended up getting Rayquaza, which then knocked it out of my squad, because that's a flying type as well. I've mentioned Rayquaza multiple times now, I've still not ranked it yet, but Pidove. What's a Pidove? Pidove evolving to. It's on Pheasant, isn't it? And there's the thing in the middle. Bum 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 bum. Pidove. It's just a pigeon. I mean, 6. It's well-designed pigeon, but it's just a pigeon. Battle 2. Lore. Can you guess what the lore's going to be? It's just a fucking bird. No, it's 3. I mean, it's just a bird. It's it depicts a more correct bird than other birds, but any bird would have worked in that scenario. It's the same way that, you know, Pidgey kind of fits the region it's in. I hope it's something interesting, like Halo and stuff. Like most Pokemon after a certain point start to actually fit the region. It's Quill, isn't it? Because there's. Oh yeah, it's Tranquil. Because the pause. Tranquil. Ascetic. 5, it's fine. Battle. 4. Law. 3, it's just a bird. And then there's unpheasant. Oh, I've already put that in? Yeah. At least there's 2 wants me to rank here. The thing is, one of them I do like more than the other design. It's a more interesting design. I actually really like how it's a good use of the of sexual dimorphism in Pokemon. To show something about a species and about the kind of culture and practice of that species, rather than just going, what if we make this one's tail a heart shape instead to show it's a girl? No, it's like the male has that because it's, you know, like real birds. I think it's 7 and 6. The male one, I really like the mask and the female one, it's still really well designed. I mean, I'm saying that it's got a heart on its face, but at least it's set up by earlier ones rather than Pikachu's like, no, it has a heart tail because it is girl. Battle 6. Decent flying type, if I remember rightly. It gets a 4. Sexual dimorphism. Opinion on it. Unpheasant gets 6, both of them. I think the others probably get like a 3, to be honest. I don't really care about them until it falls. Yeah. Is there no earlier birds in Unova? Huh. Alright. Move on to Kalos. The Kalosian bird. Fletchinder. Talonflame. What's one called? Fletch and Fletch. It's Fletch something in it. Fletching? Not straight away, just the Fletchling. Fletchling. Appearance wise. 4. I like the idea and what they're going for, but it looks a bit too cartoony for me. It just looks a bit of just... Yeah. I understand the reasons for it, but it just doesn't quite work for me. Fletch. Inder. I hate his name. Bum, bum, bum. I think Fletching is 5. No, I think Fletching does 4 as well, and Talonflame is 6. No, Talonflame's 7. I really like Talonflame's, like, the red spots on the grey. It looks the most like an actual bird out of any bird Pokemon that's been so far. Yeah. I think it's actually an 8. I think Talonflame is the one that looked most like a bird out of any Pokemon that so far. Of the in actual generations. Like, let's let it face Pidgeot and Pharaoh. You can tell they're supposed to be birds, but like they don't look like real birds. Noctowl kind of does, but it's still quite cartoony. But the proportions to Talonflame, it shows they made it work looking like an actual. It looks like a cartoon creature, but also actually looks like an actual bird. You see that silhouette, you go, oh, it's a bird. And you go, oh yeah, it's Talonflame. They managed to make it so that it's still quite clearly a cartoon bird, as I said, but it still works and looks good and like it's not just going to snap, but also doesn't look too bulky and stuff. It's just brilliant design. Right, the more I talk about it, I might even go higher. But no. Right, battle-wise, 247. If you've not got a fire type in Kalos, it adds quite a decent coverage, and also the flying type is damn good. Lore-wise, can you guess what it's going to be? That's right, 5! Well, I'd say Fletchling is 4. Because, but, see what they do here is it's not just a bird. It's the use of the arrow and the whole thing of the speed of like that, of like, you know, like fletching on an arrow with the speed of the bird and stuff. There's actually something beyond it. What if we make it's a pigeon? Or, you know, or what should we do for? There's a bird we want to do. What should we call it? What's it going to be? Kind of a starling. We'll call it Starly. One pheasant. What could it be? You know? It feels like there's more thought into it, and then there's the fire connection as well. So it's like arrows and burning arrows and fire arrows, and it's a bird of prey. It's fast and it's, you know. Yeah. Well, there's that video, isn't there, about what Pidgey actually is, and Pidgey are like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just, let's do birds. It's like, no, it's thought, this lore. Actually, it's 566. There's the arrow thing, adding the flame and the fire is pretty cool. Opinion on them? 768. I don't necessarily like the design of Fletchling. It looks a bit too weedy and thin for me. I understand why, because they're going for like small birds like sparrows and stuff. But you know, design's not everything. Alright. I don't think there's all the... Is there other birds in Kalos? Like, other small birds? I think there is not that many Pokemon in Kalos. I wish there's a few more in Kalos and Alola, like I say. Because Alola's a decent amount, but it's kind of... Alola has the Sinnoh problem. Feels like there's less Pokemon, because the amount of them that come out of Pokemon beforehand. So Sinnoh, you've got to basically remove all the evolutions of Pokemon that already exist. And with Alola, you've got to do that with the... Alola feels smaller than it does because of the fact that there's two factors. One, you've got the amount of regional Pokemon there, but also Ultra Beasts. Because it's Hawlucha, which we've already got in. Well, but yeah, but like that's the problem with Alola. The Ultra Beasts. Look how many Pokemon from that are Ultra Beasts. You take out Ultra Beasts and Legends and Mythical, and then you take out the regional evolutions, and the Alola doesn't feel that big. And Kalos feels pretty small anyway, so it needs more Pokemon. But Sinnoh also has a version of this problem, in that there's a lot of Mythicals and Legendaries, first of all, but second of all, these evolutions, and then these evolutions for Johto and Kanto Pokemon in there already, which is fine and makes a good region, but it means that it feels a lot smaller, there's a lot less new Pokemon. I mean, look at the problem with fire types in Sinnoh. Does it even add a new fire type that's not a starter? Or an evolution of an existing Pokemon? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Exactly. So it's what I mean. So Sinnoh, it's a good region, but I think the trouble with Sinnoh is without the regions to come before, the trouble is a capstone to the games. Like they planned on, you know, the whole starting over again with an over. But the Pokédex isn't that deep. There's some really good Pokemon within it, but you remove the evolutions and then the mythical. Basically, you can't count mythicals and legendaries towards Pokédex. So the number of Pokemon that there are, you get rid of. And then Ultra Beasts, you can't count them in a Pokédex. The same way you can't count Paradox, because they're special Pokemon that are like, they're not regular Pokemon. And then if you move, like Convergent, I think you got to remove as well, because they based on a previous one. Any evolution, any sequel to Pokemon, like an evolution and stuff, you got to get rid of. And regional evolutions as well, you get rid of. And while they add more to the world and make the world more fun, it does leave Pokédex kind of feeling a bit shallow. So the same with Paldea has some degree of this problem, some degree. There's less regional evolutions, but the Convergent and the Paradox, it means that they feel a lot smaller. Whereas you look at Hoenn. I think Hoenn, when overall it did the all-new thing, I think of Pokemon regions, I think Unova is the kind of last one not to have this problem to some degree. Like Galar doesn't have too many at least. Like of every generation since Kalos, I think Galar feels the biggest kind of Pokédex. Even though I don't, I have to think about that. I have to see the numbers and statistics for this. But yeah, I'll make a video about that. All right, yeah. Picky Peck, Trumbeak, Toucanon, Picky Peck, design wise 4. Its head is too big. It looks like a it's like its head's just a bit too big compared to its body. So instead of looking like a bird, it looks like one of those you know, the toys that they have that they dip the head in water. It just looks like that to me. I understand it's cartoon proportions, but for me, just something about the way the proportions are. It looks like the dipping head bobble tie. Bom 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 bom. Trumbeak. Trumbeak to me always looks a bit self-important. In a Mystery Dungeon game, it feels like the Trumbeak should be kind of like a school teacher or like an official, not like the head teacher or like a mayor, but someone like with it in it. I know that, but do you know what I mean? It looks self-important. It looks like it should be like not the figure of authority, but the kind of like set someone in authority, but not the highest authority, who should be a bit like self-important and like trying to make self more, trying to self-aggrandizing, you know? If they ever have a new Mystery Dungeon game, that's what they should do. That. Or even like a Pokepark game. Aesthetic 4. It looks like it's got a strange haircut, which is what it would be 5 otherwise, but the kind of like the crest on its head makes it look like a particular type of haircut. Then there's Buchanan. I like how grumpy Toucan looks. The rounder and more totally just headless bird. Which is funny because I don't like. I think you've either got to go and do. No, the body is just the head. But I think that's the thing. The balance looks off when there's just a little body but a big head. So when you separated with a big head and little body, I just don't like that as much. I mean, like Fletchling, at least it kind of like connects that, but I think it's the start of the problem. Yeah, because it's just not the shape that birds necessarily have. The birds' heads are still connected. They don't have like a neck. Most birds, you know, like if you know what I mean. They do have a neck, but it's not like it's not a picky peck neck. Pippy peck neck. It's a neck. It's not a stick. Toucan, design 8. I like its beak. I like how does its beak glow when it attacks? I can't remember if it actually does, or that's just in my head. I like how grumpy it looks. They should do in a Mission Dungeon game something where you have a Trumbeak is like the headmaster or like a mayor of a town, and then Trumbeak as the second, the assistant to the mayor with Toucan, or like Trumbeak is like the mayor or head teacher's son or something who is in the same business and thingy, but he still does. And then the Toucan's like, oh yeah, battle. 2, 4, 6. Law. Three for Picky Peck. Trumbeak. I mean, it is just a bird, Trumbeak. 3. Toucan gets a 5. It's got the cannon thing and then that shot, but it doesn't add that much to it. Alright, Galar, I got the birds from there. Haldean birds. Opinion. 5, 4, 6. Alright, Galarian birds. So Paldean now. Wattrel and Kilowattrel. See, Wattrel is the body shape of a bird. Design wise, 6. Bom. If its eyes weren't fully open on its art, it would have a 7. I don't like how it looks when its eyes, the whiteness of its eyes being that big. If that whiteness was smaller, or it was more like it was in some other art and stuff, where it's a bit closed and stuff, squinting a bit. But it's being that fully open, I'm not as big a fan of. Kilowattrel. It's an 8. It looks like a bird! But not just that, but it's got the shape, it's got the... You know? Like, oh yeah, we've got the big bulbous chest. Like, it's a... Look at what bird it's based on. And, you know, it's like that to fill up and stuff, and then the electricity's there. You know it's a... But also... Bom. Exactly. The whole thing, the whole petrol is just so good. Yeah. It's such a cool design. nice and sleek, but also can be like have that kind of like weirdness of the kind of like swelling of the chest and stuff. But yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it's just a really solid design. I mean, I know they tuck behind it and stuff, but that needs to be for actual petrels. But yeah, battle-wise, Watch Roll 3, Killer Watch Roll 8. That doesn't have that thing when it. What's its ability? It's something to be speed, right? Where it's got that attack, which. I remember just using Tailwind, Electro Ball, and just quickly destroying everything with it. Yeah, exactly. And it's that fast that with Tailwind Electro Ball, it just destroys things. Right, lore. Watch Rolls is 5. Killer Watch Rolls is 7. Well, to be honest, it's a 6. It's not what I want it to be higher, but unfortunately, it is just an electric petrol, which is cool and it's more thought than some other Pokemon. But opinion on it. 8 and 15. Oh. What did Carbonite? I might need to put Carbonites up. Yeah, exactly. It's good. Carbonite probably needs to go up to 15 as well. And then the D-Max one goes to 13. I like it, but not as much as... I think the reason why is that it feels more like a weapon, whereas the normal Carbonite feels like a friend and a defender. Let's see Squawkabilly while we're here. But in the end, Squawkabilly. No, I'm going to say the colours don't matter. I don't know if any of the colours look better than the other ones. They all look the same. Also, it annoys me that having called Squawkabilly, they didn't give it a proper quiff, or Pompadour. It just looks like, you know. Like if each one of them would have had a different, like slightly different hairstyle, different version of it, but the fact they don't, just a missed opportunity. Probably a 4, to be honest. I really like, if it was off the pun of the name, I'll really like that. But I just think hair doesn't quite match. It just more looks like, you know. It's more Pompadour than Quiff. Battle 3. Lore. I mean, 6, because you've got the whole thing of him being used for thingy taxis, because you know, because he gets sniped. Or when I get sniped by Tinkerton. I'm not on the Tinker line yet, have I? Nope. Most annoying thing about genuinely Paldea for me is that the route should have been diverted along the coast earlier on. I understand that you technically give you access to like tougher Pokemon that are in the ocean that you expect you not be able to get yet, but just because Fletchling should not have been the first bird Pokemon you met. You should have got Watch Roll earlier, because you should not, the first bird Pokemon you should meet should not be one from a previous generation. It should not be. You should meet some kind of, not quite dog, but some kind of mammal, some kind of bug, and some kind of bird. The first Pokemon you should meet, and they should all be new to go, hello, welcome to this generation. The fact that you don't have that in Paldea, because the bird you get is Fletchling, is a problem, I think, with Paldean distribution of Pokemon. I don't mind having other Pokemon there after that, but the first Pokemon you meet should all be new Pokemon. Look through the generations. Gen 1, obviously they're all new. But you've got, the bugs. You've got Rattata. Or Rattata. And then you've got Pidgey or Spearow. Great. Johto. Sentret. Mewtwo / Murkrow. And then you've got, Spinark and Ladybird as well. Hoenn, Poochyena, and Zigzagoon. Then you got both Swellow and Wingull. And then obviously there's the bugs, which I'm not going to put down the round to put in yet. Sinnoh. Starly, Kricketot, Bidoof, and then you've got Shinx as well. And then obviously you've got Unova, all new Pokemon. Kalos introduces bugs, introduces, the thing like mammal, and the bird as well. Alola, you've got it being Alolan Rattata, but at least, it's a new variation here. I understand why they show you that early, because it's showing you that, about new Pokemon. Galar does it, but Paldea, every other generation before that, the first 3 Pokemon you meet basically are more or less all new Pokemon. And for not having that Paldea, I think is a problem. Yeah. Anyway, I got off the soapbox there. Let's fill in some of that first generation route stuff then for Hoenn. Let's do Wurmple, Dustox, Fly, Silcoon, Cascoon. Okay. Wurmple. It's a 5. It's a competently designed bug, but it's just the bug. I'm always disappointed by how Silcoon is actually shown off, because the spikes isn't the standard. I understand why you're not, because the spikes implies it's sticking to something or attacking or defending itself, but the fact that most of the time actually it's just a round ball, especially in 3D games, it's always a bit disappointing. I also like that it's drawn as if it only has one eye, but in actuality it does actually have 2. I like it having one eye. It feels more kind of weird. I'm trying to figure out which one I prefer more, Silcoon or Cascoon. I think Silcoon is 6, Cascoon is 7. I really like the designs of them. I think just a bit more sleekness wins it for Cascoon. Dustox feels like it got lost on its way from on the route from Johto. It looks like a Johto Pokemon. Including the colour scheme. Enough. I can kind of see it. But if you know what I mean, it's it feels like a Gen 2 Pokemon. Dustox. Colour scheme and design, it just feels like it fits right in there with the Gen 2 Pokemon. Like, put it in a lineup with Ariados, Dustox, and Yanma, and then and it fits perfectly. 5. Yeah, but it looks like... It's 5 colours, but you can narrow it down to being 3 colours though, that's the thing. It looks like an update. It's same as what there's another one. What was the other Pokemon in Gen 3 that we said? That I said looks like a Gen 2 Pokemon, but the colours are but there's too many colours on it. It basically looks like a holdover from Gen 2, and they've added more colours to it. I can't remember what it was. Breloom, I think. There's something else I said looked like a Gen 2 Pokemon, but it was too many colours for it on it. Ah, well, I can't remember what it was. Bum 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 bum. Oh, it's nice from even later. Bum bum bum. Dustox. It's a 6. Beautyfly. 7. A really well designed bug Pokemon. Battle wise, 1, 2, 2 for and then 3 for Beautyfly and Dustox. Lore wise, I like the split evolution. Wurmple gets 2, it's just a caterpillar. Silcoon and Beautyfly get 4, because it's kind of a really cool gimmick, the evolution stuff. No, Silcoon and Cascoon. And then Beautyfly and Dustox get 3, because they're just bugs. Although they do the split evolution thing. And opinion wise, it's a 5, the entire evolution line. Alright, jumping ahead, where's the next bug line we need to fill? Is there a bug that early in... I can't remember what the bug at the start of there is. Is there one? No, there's Lillipup. Stoutland and Herdia. I can't remember if that's a bug that's next. Yeah. They get away with it because, you know. Yeah. Can't remember what it is. Herdia Stoutland. I'll do some bugs anyway because I quite like some of the bugs. And over. Alright. Lillipup. Or 3 actually. Battle 2. Law 2. It's a fucking dog. Opinion 3. Stoutland aesthetic. Yeah, alright. Exactly. The reason why did TM stop become unlimited in Unova? The reason for that is because of how dog shit Unova's gameplay is. I said it. The levels are all completely fucked up, and everything evolves too late. The amount of moves you can get are crap most of the time off most things because of how late everything evolves. So you're stuck with like everything. Like no one from End's Revolution wouldn't have worked in any other region because they actually had every other region had access to fully evolved Pokemon. Alder was only the champion because he was around long enough for his Pokemon to have evolved. Yeah, exactly. Like, do you reckon I can't remember which one of Alder's Pokemon died with his partner Pokemon, but do you reckon it even finished evolving before it did? I don't think it did. Because you got to remember, your playing Pokemon is always supposed to be is an exceptional trainer and gets Pokemon to evolve really well. Like the level system doesn't exist for other players basically. That's why some people are, oh, it's not evolved. There's yet, and you're like, exactly. Right, did I actually give my opinion on that? Stoutland 3 is just a big fluffy dog. Oh, but it's a dog. Yeah, it's not good design though. You just look at a dog and go, what if its blanket was part of it? Like they could have done something if like exactly. Back in my day. Yeah, and it dies. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. The only good Stoutland is because it's connection to a cat. Like Stoutland, it's just like it looks like. Can you imagine owning a Stoutland? Like, dogs aren't the best at cleaning themselves normally. With that fur, it would stink. It rubs along the entire floor. People are not sausage dogs. Yeah, I suppose you don't need a mop. But you need a swim pool just to kick it into. Smell rancid. Also, how often would it step on its own mustache? No, its ability should actually mean that any sand attack move is directed towards it because it gets caught on its fur. Heard here. It's a 3 as well. It's a 4 actually. Get some points from looking like it's about to go on an adventure and be like thingy, but then they should have gone with the adventurer dog kind of thing, as opposed to being just. I suppose that's technically what Herdier is. But Stoutland is just like, okay, it got old. I think the reason that is Stoutland is the example of the spectre of death and mediocrity that hangs over all human life. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway. Let's get these rated so I can move on from this disappointing line. Opinion on both is 3. Battle, 3 and 4. The only good use for Stoutland is a HM slave. Law, 2. They're just fucking dogs. Okay. Get some of the good stuff in. Let's get some bugs in. Alright. Ooh, what's it called again? Swadloon. Leave Annie. What's the first one called? Oh, it's just that, isn't it? The pun. I was like, it's not just swaddle, because that's just a word. I think the pun alone in its name of both swaddle, sewing, and waddling, because it can't walk properly because it's just a baby bug, is so good. If there was a pun point, put a pun rating, we might need to introduce a name rating after this as well, along with shiny. Just because of some Pokemon's names are better than others. Pathetic-wise, 4. It's just a bug wrapped in leaves, because it's a little caterpillar bug thing. That's fine. Swaddling, you got hints of loom in there, and you've got swaddling in there. If it's a different expression, it would score quite low. But it gets a 5 just because of everyone has a swaddling inside of them. Just look at it. It's just that kind of, this is my life. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Leaving it? Leaving it? I really like how disconcerting it looks. This. I'm gonna show the redesign part because I was busy ranting about that fucking dog. That one's just a dog that like the owners is in pain, but the owner's like, we can't put it down. It's been with the family for so long. Just kill it. Yeah. Leaving is the one where like there's lots like Pheromosa as well of like Pokemon, like it's like an OC for Hollow Knight. Face just looks slightly off. It's slightly disconcerting. I really like that about it. But I like how it is the thing of like it's actually quite a good Pokemon, a nice Pokemon that takes care of children in the baby Pokemon in the wilderness and stuff. But you still got the fact that it looks a bit like a predator, and the fact that it's like, oh, is it just a thing to lure them in? So what I like the idea of is it's a Pokemon that's evolved and was actually a lot more terrifying, but it's evolved to look nicer. So it's a face of a Pokemon that's like, that's it. Its face looks like it shouldn't naturally make that expression, but because of how kind it is, it's like that kind of trope of when something like terrifying actually is like, you know, like the big scarred one. It's like that. Exactly. It's overcome its nature to be really caring and stuff. It's this thing which should be scary, but it's forced its face into a smile. Because it would, you know, scare children. So it's gone, no, I'm going to be the best nanny there is in the forest. Awesome. 8. If I can talk about the appearance positive for that long, you know, it's an 8. And just look at it, you know. Who would want to be raised by, you know, a bug that's as tall as a human with blades for arms? That's what you want protecting your children, to be honest. The fact you can still pick things up and change them, the dexterity required for that, incredible. And I do think that's the case. It's, especially when you look at the sprite isn't making that face, it's ready for battle, it's ready to fuck you up. But then the face in the artwork is going like, it's forcing this face which is meant to rip and tear through flesh and necks to go, look, no, I'm not going to make the child cry. But at the same time, that hint of in its eyes, which are kind of, oh, they seem to be blank, but you know, it's looking at you going like, if you upset this child, they will never find your body. Right, battle-wise, it's a 6. It would be higher if he wasn't for a Nova, where, you know, it doesn't evolve for ages, as we said. It doesn't get anything, any good, like the best moves it gets don't happen until later. 2 and 4, or 2 and 3 actually, for the previous ones. You don't want to use Swaddling for as long as you end up using it for. What level does it evolve? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bada bum. Yeah, but that is not the biggest thing of the failings of a Nova's gameplay loop. Is the fact that Swadloon, a first stage bug Pokemon, is level 20, which is Remind me again, what level is Butterfree? What level is Dustox? What level is Kricketune? And we get the first bugs you're properly meeting, I think, is Leaving and Swaddling, right? And that's level 20, and then Friendship. Fuck off, Finova. Oh, but it's the best generation. No, it's the one you grew up playing. When you're competent off it. But the story's amazing. It has a story, yes, unlike all the Pokemon games. All the Pokemon games, it feels like they came up with the story afterwards and went, well, we might as well throw a story in. And it was like, we have a story, we'll try and fit some gameplay to it. But the problem is the gameplay is trash. What's a good gameplay decision introduced in and over that stuck around? Bum, bum, bum. I said Black and White. Black White 2. Yeah, there's not a story to it. It's Black and White 2 is a story the same way that like Gen 1 has a story. It's got places for you to go and things to do, but there's not a story. It's like most Pokemon games are kind of like you're in like a tabletop RPG game with the GM who kind of knows what they want to do, but they can't find. But the players are derailing enough that you can't quite do it. So you have vignettes and pieces here and there which tie together, but it's kind of a more relaxed GM. So they're kind of letting the players kind of do roughly what they want. And that's most Pokemon generations, to be honest. Think about it. It's like Sinnoh, kind of just wandering around, and occasionally like these like literal things to make you go back into the plot. Same with Unova. It's like, Unova kind of has it, but at least there's more. The plot's always there, at least. Whereas Sinnoh, it's like you go like, right, here's Team Galactic to remind you there's a plot for this game. The same with Hoenn, the same with Johto, the same with Kanto. It's like, oh, there's not really a plot most of the time. Right, lore-wise, it's a bug and it's grass kind of thing. It's 4, it's not hard to think of. Swaddling, same 4. Leaving it is the 6, because I like the whole thing of it being, kind of taking care of that, and how that contrasts with the fact it's got blade arms. Opinion 6, 6, 8. Now, the best bug types. First of all, amazing colour. Bum 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 bum. Fatigue, 8. Whirlipede is a 7. And then Scolipede is a 9. Yeah. Bum bum ba da bum. Battle 2, 3, and 7. How fast it is. Does it have speed boost? It should. Doesn't. Yeah. The question is, how's the evolve? I can't remember the evolution stuff. $20-30, or is it just 30? 30 and something else. Exactly, 22-30. It's like, oh, yeah, Unova. I can't unfortunately give them a good enough lore because they are just, millipedes and Like, it's lore-wise 4, because at least they fast bugs and they've added that, but really I think it should be lower. Opinion-wise, 10, 10, 20. Maybe actually 15. Let's not be hasty. Alright, Kalos. I got bug. What's the Kalos? I can't remember what's there. It's nearly one at least, so Bumblebee. And then Bumblebee, Diggersby. So at least we got some degree of bugs earlier on. Diggersby aesthetic is 2. The only reason it's not a 1 is because Heatmore exists. I've actually ranked anything. Is it only Heatmore is the 1. Anything that's not Heatmore should be a 2. Because it's still at least an improvement to Heatmore. Bum 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 bum. Do, 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 do. No, I'm pumped deserves it at least. No, yeah, for now my judgment is perfect. Diggers, I mean, Bumblebee. I know my bird rant before was talking about how it don't look like birds, but it just looks too much like just a cartoon bunny. It looks like Zippers from Animal Crossing. Zippy or whatever his name is. Zip. Just looks like Bumblebee. Just looks like, okay, yep. It's just standard 3. Lore wise, all right. So what we got right is we've got a rabbit. We're gonna add a type to it. Good idea. When we want the Pokemon to have something interesting with it, not just be like, you know, we wouldn't want it to have anything to do with what rabbits normally do. Something bit evolution, like we make it a fire rabbit, we make it a water rabbit. No, we're gonna give it ground type. 2. It's less imaginative than Pidgey. Battle. I wouldn't soil myself like that. Pun intended. 2 and 4. Looks better in Cobblemon, but like it's kind of like I do like Cobblemon, but I don't often think I wish that was actually how it looked normally. So there's less detail and less round. I wish it was just blocky in squares, so I didn't have to look at it as much. All right. Opinion. 2 and 1. I think I just don't like some rabbits that are just upright all the time because it reminds me of the ones from Mario, which I'm not a fan of. It also looks like the awful, you know, zippy, whatever fucking Easter Bunny Animal Crossing is. You know. Also, because the pose for Diggersby, it looks like it's flashing you and like pulling up clothing. Which, no. Go home, you pervert. Alright. Oh, okay. Gumshoes. Oh, what's it called before then? Goose, but I can't remember what type of goose it is. Oh, it's young, innit? I'd say it's, you know, the worst looking bird Pokemon there is. It doesn't look anything like a bird. Young Goose, it's kind of ugly cute, but it's still only a 4, because it is just a mongoose with an unfortunate haircut. Gumshoes, it's a 3. I like some of its design and stuff, but its face is just... Its face and its beard doesn't help it. Battle-wise... 2 and 4. I only had them because I've caught them. I haven't moved to anyone on squad yet. Lore-wise... I mean, to be fair, the lore is pretty decent for... The lore's pretty decent, at least. Because the whole thing of, like... What was it? They were brought in to stop the Rattata that came? But then, because they were awake during the day and the Rattata were awake during night, that didn't really work and became their own problem. 6. They at least thought of why you're in that region and like that kind of thing. And, you know, they take names. Opinions of them, both 4. Galar. Orbital. Dottler. And then... Blitbug? Okay. Yeah. I like how pointy Dottler is. It's a 5 though. Because I like its shell, as it were. I think its face is just a bit Mario enemy. It just looks like it's a Mario enemy. Bum bum ba da bum. Psychic powers, you remember? Blitbug. I don't know what it's going for, but it's a 3. I just don't like how it looks. You know, I don't advocate for bullying in school, but Blitbug looks like a child that should be bullied in school. Orbital. I like his face. Orbital's a 7. Exactly, a child needs to be bullied. It's like the glasses expression. It's not even about having a bow tie. People can pull off a bow tie. People can pull off glasses. It's the expression. It looks like it's about to try and lecture you. It's actually the Pokemon. Orbital. That's why it turns into an evil villain though, because it gets bullied though. So, Orbital is 7, I said, I think. Battle-wise, 2, 3, 5. Orbital, remember though, was alright, but it got quickly outpaced in Galar, if I remember correctly. Lore-wise, 2, 6, and 6. Blitbug's just there, but then Dottler and Orbital with the kind of alien design. Like, now time for the G-Max one. G-Max Orbital, 8. Lore-wise, 8. Adding the alien aspect in there. Battle-wise, 6. Opinion, 1, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that time. I didn't realize how long I'm streaming today. My voice hasn't been broken up as much. I think I'm taking breaks and moaning about things. Right, well... Oh, what's that? Huh. Is there not a... No way. Is there not a Pokemon before that in Galar? Like, because in the first route you meet, like, Nickit, Wooloo, Blitbug, and... I don't remember it being that early in anything being early in that game, in the game. Right. Well, at least we've got those three: the bug, the mammal, and the bird. So we just need to do Paldea and then call it a day, I think, because we've got, you know, we got the bird, we got, you know, the mammal. I'll get round to it. So I'm trying to get something for all of them at least. Spidops and I need help spelling it. Bum bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum. Because then we've got mammal, bird, and that, so you know. Tarantella. 5. I like the idea of it, but its face is just a bit too ugly. I like it. It's like, you know, crying from the side and stuff, but I think, yeah. Spidops, it feels slightly Ultra Beasty, and but it's not an Ultra Beast. So I think appearance-wise, when it's got its webs out, it looks pretty decent. When it doesn't, it looks a bit crap. Spidops. It's probably a 5 as well, to be honest. Battle, 2 and 5. Law, it's a drop spider. 5. Spider ninja. Pinion, 5. It's fine. It's there. Alright, well, we got some progress. We got like 10% progress. And a rant about Herdia. And Stoutland and such. Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, I've really got to go now. Yeah, that was a 3 odd hours anyway, so there you go. Let pause. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll hopefully be back with more of this next week. In the meantime, next week as well, there'll be Mario, Super Mario Odyssey, and Breath of the Wild Bingo. You know. Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Goodbye. Please like and subscribe and all that. Bye-bye.